Hi, I'm Kathleen Warren, photo encaustic artist, longtime photographer, and several years ago I started combining my photographs with encaustic wax. So this is a work in progress, photograph of the young women over here, like the wax and flowers and things. When I was first getting started, and you may encounter this, so I want to allay your fears. I had a lot of fear messages about how dangerous this medium could be. So I'm going to give you some safety tips. Be safe, but don't be afraid and start creating. One concern is fire. I always have a fire blanket nearby. The only fires I've personally seen with caustic have been with the blowtorch. So if you decide to use that, get into using it, learn how to use it safely. Most common negative comment is about the fume. Yes, beeswax can create toxic fumes. Don't overheat your wax, and that's going to really help. You should have good ventilation, so you can't see it in this room, but I have a good airflow across here, and that helps to move the air and get rid of any fumes and dissipate them. Biggest thing is don't make those toxic fumes in the first place. Don't overheat your wax. I like to use a griddle of some sort with temperature control. I never turn it up above 200, usually a little bit less. Sometimes from time to time I check the temperature. That's not during a session. That's like every week, maybe. And I like the temperature of my wax to be 180, 185. May melt slower, but it's a lot safer. The fumes are going to stay right here. So you might put in a exhaust fan here, which is I do in my working studio. The other concern would be burns. This is the heat gun I use the most because you are going to have to fuse layers. The metal part here stays hot. Be aware of that. I recommend you not sit it like this because you're going to bump it. And in my working studio, I actually have a separate table for that. I've started using this craft heat gun more. The metal tip is encased in plastic, so you're not going to get burned. And the stand is a lot more useful. It just doesn't cover as much area. Using heated tools like the stylus, don't put your finger on it. You know not to do that, but sometimes we forget as we're into our process. So, with a few safety considerations, respect the process. Don't be afraid of it. And when you're not afraid of it, start creating.